Hello, hello. I'm still looking for a particular file. And welcome. Alright, let's turn that down a bit. As you may have noticed, Kayla's not here today. She's taking a leave of absence for a bit to take care of her father. So I will be entertaining you by myself. And I'm looking for a particular picture because I decided last minute, it's like, hey, I'm going to change up and I'm going to do a particular picture because just like how I did the avocado, or singing avocado, there's been a character I put off to the side and I am still trying to find the file. Because I know I had started it up once. I want to bring it back up. And this is part of the, what is it? I described it as the Killer Fruit series. And this is what I actually brought to a Comic-Con for the first time when I had my first booth. I had a bunch of characters. As a matter of fact, I think, trying to think, it should be close by. See, this is what I get when it's like, I have so many ideas. Let's do this, let's do that, let's blah, 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 blah. And then I go, oh, how about this one? Last minute choice. Think. Yes, right here. Excuse me a moment while I pull these apart. These are actually characters. Yeah, I'm so distant. If you can hear me, congratulations. There we go. Pretty sure this is all of them. I didn't sell out of any of them. Good. How many characters is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these was 7. And all I did was did this and made them. And now I'm going over these characters again. So like I said, I am looking for the particular one. Yep, those are demons. That's other. See, when you think you're organized and then you realize, oh, I'm really not as organized as I thought. Nope. Alright. Maybe instead of trying to look for the old file, I go, you know what, let's just start it from scratch again. Because that's always great. Of course, I could always find myself some lovely reference. Because the character I'm talking about is Beatboxer. And yes, he's just a beat that is a boxer. Yep, not the musician type. Because this is a fighting. Because there's a, what is it? There's the Killer Fruit, and then their opposite is the, how did I put it? Was it Vigilante Vegetables? Yeah, I think it was Vigilante Vegetables. So they're the heroes. You know, this all stems from my personal love for vegetables and mostly dislike of most or practically all fruits. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy. Give me a vegetable, I'll gobble it up. Put a fruit in front of me, and I'll poke it with a fork. That's just what I do. So I have quite a few ideas that I've put off to the side, and these are characters I'm just bringing up. And this is something I could do, I should be able to do in the allotted time. But you know, best laid plans. Yay! Alright, it looks like I've shared out everything. Looks like I'm good. I'm just going to test my audio. Good, I can hear myself on the feed. So that means audio is going through, as I should see. And yep, my little bumper is going. Do. Okay. Okay. Well, I am starting to feel like, well, wherever I put this file, either I saved it with a bunch of other things, or most likely saved it with a bunch of other things. Do 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 do. See, and there's another character I have. Do do do. Ha! Keep calm, BoogieMan. Yes, that is something. And maybe, you know, this afternoon, if I persuade myself, I will finish the sketch that I keep talking about that I want to finish, and then ink and color on a Saturday. That's always going to be fun. And that's just Vivi from Final Fantasy IX. That's Hans, Avocado Singer. I could find Avocado Singer, no problem. I could find all the other characters, but why can't I find you? Maybe because, actually. Maybe because... That's why, because I looked underneath the wrong place. Oh, wait a second. Those are just JPEGs. Oh, that's not my original file. No. Crap. Crud. Double crud. Yes. Isn't there a beatbox? No, there's not. Okay, so no to that one. It's not in my references. It's not in that. Oh my goodness. Well, goodness me, I think I have lost my original file. It's probably sitting in some folder I'm not very aware of. Oh, no. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. And that is not it either. And it's not in that folder. I have way too many folders of this crud, ever which way. Yeah, because I thought it was still a work in progress folder, and it's not. It's not. It's not. It has to be buddied up with something else that I was working on, and that's why I can't find them. Well, if that be the case... Well, I guess I shall start from scratch. We'll just work it this way. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't even bring up my screen here. Putting on my glove. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. So we're going to start off with a new one. We might as well hit new. Nope, nope, nope. Fine. Cancel that. New. I believe I can fly. And then we want a red color sketch. Color, yes. And then even our blue. Perfect. And before I blind everyone, let's also tone down this background. There. Lock it down. Back to pen. Alright. So, like I was saying beforehand, Avocado Singer, as well as, technically avocados are a fruit, so is she a killer singer? Maybe she's a siren. I don't know. But the point was, I have these characters. Pinhead Pineapple. If anyone knows Pinhead from Hellraiser. Yep, there you go. That's one. I'm not going to throw it, actually. But then we have... What is it? Godzilla grapefruit. Godzilla dragon fruit. So I'm gonna go over these. Oh, and this is the most adorable one. They actually even made one the replication of the movie that it's from, but critter pomegranate seed. They're little critters, you know, like those the 80s movie about the critters that came to Earth and they just gobble things up. And the 2 bounty hunters that came. Yeah. And then this is the fun one. Rather graphic, but it's only cherry bomb. Yes, I made a few of them and one had to be exploding. And then here, this is by far one of my favorite and more clever ones. This is Dr. Lemkel and Mr. Lime. Yes, play on words. But there you are, a lemon and lime. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll. Dr. Lemkel and Mr. Lime. And then this one, because, you know, we all love zombies, so Rotten Apple. Just can't let it down. It's just gonna keep dragging itself. Yes, these can be rather graphic. So yay! And then last but not least, but my favorite, and this is based off of the Psycho from a particular movie called Psycho. This is Psycho Banana. Yes. Isn't that lovely? Delicious fruit that is going to hurt you. So, I'm going to do a vegetable, which is supposed to be the heroes of this, the counter to the fruit. I'll eventually see about doing something with these characters, maybe making small little animations, but you know, that was on the back burner because as I am still trying to develop things and move things forward, it takes time. But this is a particular character I did once already. Now it's time to re-explore. So let's bring up the drawing screen here. And there we go. Alright, so first things first, gotta get an idea of shape. And actually, I am gonna do this with black, and I'm gonna increase this to, we're gonna go rather large. I'm gonna try to figure out a dynamic kind of movement. Trying to get an idea, because this is a beat. A beat is not the, I mean, just to give you an idea. Just a quick little rendition of what a beat is. There you go, that's a beat. Can we lay down a beat, y'all? So this is what I'm gonna take and give a face. That's what I'm doing today. Because I don't like... No! That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit the cut button. And we're just going to make a new layer and paste it. Paste it. Fine. Cut. Probably because I jammed on the wrong buttons. There. That way, again, y'all can see the reference. And I'm just going to turn it real down. The idea is that, yes, this is essentially the vegetable I'm going to take and bring alive. So like I was saying, I'm working on kind of like how I want this. So the body, sorry about here, and then the hair is going to be these leaves. Now the bigger question is, do I need this little extremity? How am I going to do the legs? Are the legs technically going to be, you know, is he going to have the wide upper body and then smaller? Because I can do that because the shape of a beat usually has that kind of that elongated triangular shape. I could use that to my advantage. Which in that case would give the... Oops, did not mean to disrupt you, phone. Oh, so sorry. Let's move you actually right about here, so you're out of my way so I can hit hotkeys and not bump into you. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we said triangle might be the better choice. Something like that. Maybe try again a little bit smaller. 'Cause the idea is definitely to get something going like this. No. Now that I think about it, I could bring up the sketches that I did find. Because that at least will give me reference back to what I was doing prior. Oh, not that folder. Again, it's in Project Vigilante Vegetable, and because I do have the original sketch, even though this is not quite what I want to see. Let us copy, insert new layer, and of course it's so tiny. See the original. We're going to put it down below, and again, really fade it out. So the idea was that I was really, you won't see it because he's going to have boxing shorts, so you won't see that little addition there. Actually, how about this? We're going to leave it relatively small too and off to the side. Lock it. And then make it about 50%. So again, it's a little bit of a reference, and it's like I really want to make the hair more, because like the rest of it is rather exaggerated. So let's make sure that the rest of the body is. All right, so I'm gonna pull these down. So that's my quick beat reference. And this is the movement, the action, and then this is me trying to get the rest of it. To be honest, we're gonna go no. We're gonna make a new layer because I want to get some flow, some movement, and I really, for this particular shot, I had it going. It's kind of how the movement was for that original one, maybe more so. Like that. And I do like that line. I do like how that movement is when it's going about, because it makes more sense. It has more action. It's more action oriented. Now, right now, with this kind of on the back foot, throwing out a punch, it's not very aggressive. It's actually very defensive. Because it's doing a jab as he's on the back foot, so it's almost like he's getting led backward, which is, I'm thinking, I want to make this character a little bit more aggressive. Like he's really in it. He's not what is it? He's not reactive. He's proactive. So this is again thinking about the character, like, what does he do? What is it? What is his actions? What would he do? So, given that, yes, I'm doing ink because I'm actually just using more of like the basic shapes to kind of get an idea right now. And at the same time, it's like I used a rather circular one, and I think I'm gonna go more of a triangular shape. Like I feel more of like is a beat shape, but it's a matter of figuring out how big. So in this case, like if I decide to do the shorts here, see again, I've already started designing it so he's on the back foot. So we gotta move this like that, this, keep it more forward momentum. always pushing forward because I really want the action to go. Oh, maybe not that direction. Maybe more of like... I would love to see it right in your face. So this is the direction of the action I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get him right out into you. Boom. In your face. So very aggressive stance. That's what we shall do. Alright, so if I have an aggressive stance, I think I need to change this movement line because this being so far forward, being the foot, I do need the step forward and I almost need to just do a whole... Let's see if we can go back far enough. Good. Given that, I guess... And I feel like it's still... Is that really? Because, I mean, it could just be simple line like that. I'm just, again, trying to do a line of action to get a base feel, movement of this particular character. At the same time, it could be more like this. Again, very similar. But let's do thinner... So the weight, I'm putting more emphasis towards the front, the lower half of the picture than the back. At the same time, I could do something like this. That's what this is. Alright, let's focus on the upper body and not think about where the legs are going to be right now. That's the upper body. The legs are going to definitely be more... Maybe even more so. And this one would be coming out. Nope. I really kind of want that whole forward movement, so I really do need that front leg. Alright, if you're gonna punch, you're gonna step into the punch. Right? So you're gonna lead with your right foot if you're hitting with the right. I mean, then you're getting your whole profile. And that's the kind of design I'm looking for, is more profile. Looking down and up, like he's coming upward. Maybe that's it. Alright. There we go. Movement of action. It's more like this. So the hips are further back, the forehead is further forward, and then obviously the hair, our foliage, is going to be whipping backward. It's going to be going backward because he's moving at such a speed that, you know, it can't keep up. I mean, it's foliage, it flops. It's his hair. At the same time, I could also pull it on down, or I could chop it short and just have little stubs. Little stubs of little stubby hair. Right? That could work. I think that could work. So I could do stubs, so it's more of like a military cut, or I can have him with the long hair. I think I like the idea of the longer hair, but especially if I go, hey, let's animate these characters, like, oh crud, now there's a lot of head movement. Anytime he sways his head, the whole foliage has to delay and sway. Delay and sway. The ease in and ease out of it. Not only that, but if you think about it, it's also a big tell of when he's coming in, because you can see like just small little movements will foliage is going to fall backward. It's not going to be stiff unless he puts a lot of hair gel in. A lot of foliage gel. He could. He likes to keep his hair, his foliage stiff. Actually, I do have a whole nother picture to also consider. I have this other one. In this one, I had the lines of action. There's another big reference. Look down, put it back. So you can see that I had an idea, but I did not make the head that I need to exaggerate that foliage on the head. I need to get it so if it's gonna be there, it's got more. It's more. Otherwise, it just kind of falls away. Because that was the part of the design I was pulling too far away from what a beat looks like and getting too human. Too human. All right. Let us see what we shall create. Now I got quite a few reference ideas. I can always bring them back up too. So this is the original designs with the action line in it, and I'm feeling like it's a big no. Just gonna they're all right. They got some musculature, definitely. But I feel like I need to I'm wondering if because I'm also trying to imagine the position of the shoulders. If we got a really wide body, do we actually have the shoulders at eye level too? Because of how the beat is shaped? Well, you know what? The fun thing about these sketches is I can draw a sketch and go, I don't think I like that one. Let's try it differently. Because let's see, if I put the arm up high. No, actually I do need it. That angle needs to be different. Actually, it's more of definitely the fist is leading the way. All right. Yes, I think I like this a bit more. Now, idea is eyes are up high, just about as high as the arm is. Actually, I kind of want to maybe not. I almost want to look like there's some bruising also occurring on him. Or her. You know what? I don't really have genders for these characters yet. I said him because it's just an aggressive character. She, they. All right, so does this work? Maybe. We will see. Like I said, I can do as many sketches as I want to render out what I believe this character should look like. Because we have this, then we have the upper part. So I'm really kind of changing up his design by quite a bit, if I'm looking at this right. So then I want that's the baseline of that. So yes, we got part of one leg toward the back. Feel we're going to put this leg that much further back. We're going to show maybe, because I don't want to show weakness in the ankles, so I need to make sure that this is a firm footing. Okay, there's that, and then this one will. I believe I want that foot raised quite a bit higher, because that one's up off the ground. That's not looking quite so right. There, okay. Foot's a little bit bigger than I need it to be. Of course, this other arm. Again, if I'm following it through, it should be over here, because we have the eye line there, so about here. Some nice. And on this one, it's ready. And then, yes, get that in there. I need this foot to be smaller because I just need it to be smaller because it's further to the back. But yeah, that works a lot better. Now this hair. We have the stock part. Like I said, this shall be the nightmare of animation to make this character move. But of course, I'll make sure I got those lines in, because that's kind of the texture of the character. Make sure this. So exploring some of these older characters. Again, I will be doing more animation stuff. I am still working out the storyboard as I am. And that is more of... I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I'm trying to figure out the best best movement of that, all the action in that. Alright. Each boxer is shaping up quite a bit. This is a very aggressive stance. He's very far forward. I also need to make sure I assess and don't make this look like a carrot. Because that's partly what I'm almost saying it's starting to look like. So again, dynamics, these are getting further apart. A little closer together again. See what's around. Okay. Alright, so we have all this lovely hair we got to. And it's up to me to decide, well, how stiff is this? Let's get a base idea of where each one is going. Okay, so the middle one is the longest. That's what I've decided. The one on the far right is shorter, just by a little bit according to that other one. Alright, so if I have it going this way, I have it folding in back on itself. Actually, I needed to go... How's that swoosh going? If my movement's this, then that's gone back. Is it going back a little bit this way? Compared to where it's actually going this way is what I have it going. Actually, it'd almost just be straight back. So it'd be more of like this. That's more of the direction. So, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change color and go and see about making that. Yes. There we are. And then it gets narrow again. Ooh, now look at that. Isn't that looking lovely? Yep, this is part of character creation is going, oh look, this is a character that doesn't exist elsewhere, so try to make up what you can. And yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to pull these to a sharp end, and that sharp end is behind there, but we have... Nope. Exaggeration is key here. So we're going to make... really big leaves. They are going to the back. So we kind of are just rendering them, and then we'll decide. Ooh, this one's bigger than that, and this one's going in this direction. And as you can see, I got them kind of going backwards just a little bit. And which ones can be seen compared to can't. Because that is the main goal here. So if I were to come over again and go, just kind of doing a little, oops. That's one we're going to see. We're going to see this one. We're going to see this. And we'll also see this one just a little bit. Yep, I don't quite like that. So this one comes outward, and over, and boom. So if we turn off that one, that kind of describes how our whole thing should look. Do 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 do. It definitely looks interesting like that. Yes, phone, you want to bring something to my attention. It's probably not important. Which it ain't. So that's one sketch of Beatboxer. Now, let's see if we can... Alright, so I'm going to group that. I'm going to make that one. Alright. Nope. So how can we change this? How can I make it bigger? So, if that's the case, I also had to head back and go like this. I think more so. If I want a more of an aggressive stance, you might need to see the top. So in this case, that top cylinder. Right? So that's more of the shape I need this time around compared to what I was working with before. So let's... Nope, don't right click just now. Given that case... Start to look like an apple. Stop it! It's not an apple! Should I make it more rip? Right? More ripe? Oh, that's a terrible pun. Yeah, this is a good pun. It was a good pun. Yeah, it's right. So was that joke. Oh, snap. Right? I'm not above dad jokes. They're some of the cleanest ones you can have. Let us. There. This is the most rip looking beat out there. Alright, so for this, I definitely need to change up the dynamic. Get that waistband in. Okay, nice. Yep, I am giving this a little bit more three-dimensional understanding. I'm giving it a rounded top. Perfect. So if that's the case, how are them eyes? Because we also got to realize that we have this hidden upper line. So I'm really like jamming the whole face into this section right here. Because I have the front of the top of the head facing so far forward that these can up and then down, up. Curve that way, 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 and then that way. Alright, so those are going down and back. Now let's see. Change up the sizes of these. Because yes, this whole... If I wanted to give him pecs, I could, but his pecs are then into his eyes. So, let's just give him a six-pack. Just go right into... my designs. There's no nose. The nose knows that there is no nose. Alright, I'm making the giant spheres, but I am... and this is mainly to give reference of shape of the eyeball, since the eyeball is technically a sphere hit, you know, behind all of this. I'm making that sphere so I can render this just a tad bit more. Get a nice dynamic shape going. Maybe even make this more geometric. this looks really far down, but if that's the case, then I need big lines that are close to the top. There we go. Looking more so. Actually, it needs to be further to the left to make it look like it's looking right out at us. This one needs to go to that little bit more extreme because, again, it's there. Yes. Maybe more so like that. Given that, I also, again, if I'm thinking more geometric, then I'm also thinking about musculature that will resemble that. There we go. See how nice. Oh, actually, that needs to be moved up higher. Probably even more of a prominent. Overshoot some of these lines so they're a bit bigger. And this thumb is definitely hiding more so around that fist than the other one. And this all right. Now this has got quite a bit more of that aggressiveness that I was hoping for. Maybe even. Trying to get more of a flap towards the back of the leg. Even though we're really I'm rendering it off of screen because of just how big I made this particular character. This is too much puff in the front. I need this to start to really move backward. Yes. I still feel like that fist needs a bit bigger though. I have not given him a mouth. That has this, that immediately gives some like some cockiness that Let's see if we can get this. No. You're looking very much like a carrot there, sir. Which is definitely a problem. To be honest, this is not quite the character I was expecting to see. Well, again, let us try it once more. Maybe again, maybe we'll make the pyramid. Or I should say, the cone. We're gonna make some base shapes and really kind of, so you got that there. Can we do it? Yes, we can. All right. So, trying to get a base cylinder where the hips are. It still does not quite look right because these hips need to be that much further forward. Now, if I make the waist that much smaller, he's gonna look like the bodybuilder design. Actually, I'm it's a little too far forward. So let's make. Not quite. Still not. Maybe all I should do is take a look at some boxers or some people that do have fun with this. It's never bad to look at reference. I'm gonna put in boxers and watch you bring up underwear. Or the boxer dog. Oh, boxers for men, no. Just give me some images. Oopsies. Oh goodness, I have been here for an hour. Crud. Quickly now. Gosh, and I always thought, maybe you'll be fast. Nope. Time flies when you're having fun. Right? Alright, yes. So we currently have nothing on that screen. Let us find... trying to look for a really aggressive stance from a boxer. At the same time, it's like, would it be a half bad idea to be more of like a stance of a ready stance? Now that's an interesting one. You could always do this, boom, a little bit further forward, put the face in shadow, light it from both sides. If that's the case, so this is straight on. So trying to make a huge dynamic, maybe just make it incredibly intimidating. Yeah. Just go for that intimidation factor. Get them hips. So it's like at the same time, like by doing this particular, and also if I think about it, it's like I can do a dome. Over the top of this. There we are. So these are basic shapes. They're going to help render the overall. Trying to go for more straight on. Let's try not to make these hips too off from one another. Oops. So if this is the case, I also have right in the middle here. Another reason to sketch on a different layer, so I can see. Yeah, because now I'm doing more of the profile, so you definitely get to see whole boxing fist. And boxing gloves. Oof, that needs to be yeah, I definitely need to angle that differently because we have the arm that needs to. Then we also have there. Like the design of that. You know what the neat thing is? Because I'm just going to make this symmetrical for my sketch. Yes, we did do that. How somehow we did that? Alright, and then we're going over the top of that. It's back to brush. Need eyes, which are going to line up with this. You know what? See if we can go with a dynamic. Really. Go for those really anime eyes, huh? Some dynamic looking eyes. Some very... It's actually almost looking evil. That is a really aggressive looking face, I think. He's all serious. I like it though. Alright. As for the lower half. Like the waistband. Some hint towards that being more of a rip. Yep, and then just doing this to give some shape to the waistband. All right. So I'm really giving them a very short waist. Just gonna make the legs look kind of small, which is fine. It actually kind of works with the dynamic of the fact that the beat gets smaller towards the base. So in this case, you should have like more of that bodybuilder look. And we're trying to render these shorts out. Get some nice folds. So we got knees. Yeah, knees. Calf muscle. calf muscle. Yeah, we're gonna make these legs relatively small. So we need a thicker backhand for this one leg. Yes, there we are. And this is another thing, it's like I want to give this some more of a squared structure. These are more shapely. They've got some definite definition. Just again, the whole reason of going a little bit sharper on certain portions. And we'll get more of that. There's a very chiseled kind of look. This be it the case. I'm just gonna follow. Try to go with some variation, but not too much. To again, it's not a perfectly shaped beat. It's been bruised a bit, right? It's kind of the best. All right. Keeping it more chiseled look. Get just enough softness. Trying to make sure these so keep their shape. Alright, and then this. Both of these meet up. Middle. Very nice. Beautiful. Yes, very lovely. Again, keeping tone. I did draw over that, but this is pretty dynamic. How does that one want to come out? This one might want to do that. Doesn't look half bad. Alright, so we're going with 3 stalks, of course. That's what we're trying to keep this to. Okay, so if this comes to a point, same with this. one's already to its point. So now I'm going to make the huge leaf foliage. Let's get that one. So I'm going to render where I believe it should be. Keep from being the best idea. So this needs to actually come out so much further. And this one is the over the top closest one. And the other one, probably all we'd see is about that much. That's for the one below. Alright, so I'm getting rid of some lines. That way we can see exactly what I'm talking about. And this is just the lines for any leaves underneath. And I'm going to duplicate this just so I can go, hey, look, I'm going to destroy some of this. So we also cannot see these from underneath. Just see the one. Getting rid of some of the excess lines. So again, this is just for reference purposes of seeing, okay, this is where it all lies. And then oh, lovely. And yes, I do have an idea that this is quite a. So I'm wondering if should I have the other two kind of like come out this way, and that way, because he's standing still. Have more dynamic this way. Actually, it makes more sense to do that. So I want it to be seen. I want now if I shade these things, they'll make a lot more sense. That's another part of which, in order to let everyone know, this is the shape of these. So again, this spine can be seen. Maybe this one is a little bit. Really trying to get some of this dynamic shape of direction going on for it. Again, you'll see part of the spine and then the lower half of it. Okay. And there. See, now that makes a bit more sense because now we can see how much foliage hair style there is. Render that just back a little bit. And again, I am going through and erasing. Oops. There. Whole nother render of him. Guess the question is, do you wear socks or... Try to give him some. So I'm going a little bit finer details on some of this. Now got the back of that tennis shoe, back of this one. So got the tongue. Actually, do boxers' shoes actually have these tongues anyways? So what shoes do they wear? The cradle of the foot, and of course. Do they have soulless shoes? That's a ginger joke in some way. Because gingers are considered to be soulless. Which is true. If you ask Kayla. Trying to get, like I said, some of these details in. Cross sections, cross sections. Do they have normal laced shoes or do they have their own unlaced? There, he's got pretty big feet. Now this is incredibly different than the original design. But I did like that stance a bit more. So actually I go through and start. Because you can do something like this. Get a very dark render. Do. As it rolls away. Do. This whole thing between these two are dark. So again, I'm I have two light sources that are kind of like this way and this way. Being lit, but there's still a portion of which this light can't get to in the center. And it looks like he's crazed a bit. So this is kind of get an idea how I'm moving the shadows. Then we also got well, that back of the calf is quite a bit. Back of that one is 2. Back to these. And the shoes. Probably nice between them a bit more. Even darkness along that way. Even along this. Given how some of the shape is. There, this is just me doing a quick render of what I'm expecting the shadow to be across this character. Now I have also across the top of the head, which this gets smaller as it gets back further. Maybe even this part is a bit darkened. Because even here, because given the shape of our character, there's very little light coming around for those portions. I like the shape. I think it's incredibly aggressive compared to what I was doing before. Definitely more I'm ready. Wonder what I can do with these eyes though. Your eyes. As I say our goodbyes, you were the light of my life, and it is your eyes. I see your eyes, in your eyes. They took me by surprise, the night you came into my life. Yeah, a little bit of rent for you guys. Welcome. I see your eyes. More of a serious look. How can I want to render the eyes more seriously. Let's make another. Yeah, I'm trying to get a better idea of how. Maybe big ol' eyes. Big pupils? something like that. Maybe? So we're just trying to decide some eyes on this beatboxer. So do the same, right? Maybe this is rather aggressive. Maybe. Hi there. Going happy Roblox. Welcome. Well, maybe. How do I want to render these eyes? That's all shadows. Do I want to make it... How aggressive am I really going for this character? 'Cause I could soften him up a bit. Maybe instead of... Because I do have the face forward, which I do have that to work with. But it's not like I couldn't. Still get a shape. That can work with that. Get a little bit softer. Yeah, the upper lid. I'll just make the bottom half rounded. And tuck this in. Same time. So I really want to make this pupil large. Or would it be better smaller? Heck, I could even just do an inner. Yes. I know the other eyes are looking rather flat from the original. These are still kind of, they're softer than the other ones, definitely, because those have sharper lines. But I don't think that's what I want. Alright. So let's make an orb. And let's render over the top of this. Because I'm actually going to make a new layer because I want to keep that one just in case. We're going to go... And we're going to cross and then we'll dip in. Cross all the way. Then, for the lower lid... This is going for a very sharp design. Let's... We can make these go beyond. Overshoot them lines. Let's get that. Yes. Alright, so if I have that, let's consider... putting the people right in the center of that sphere as best we can. Fill that in a bit. Let's see. Can make another one with the iris. There's spots. Yes. Still a bit sharp. Not as aggressive as before. I am just for my sake. Of course, I can do that to it. Nope. Did not mean to do that part. Deselect. That works. I'm kind of liking those eyes. Now let's make eyebrows for them. So how do we want this? Kind of like the idea of bigger, but then let's take a chunk out. Yes. We'll come out here, and then we're going to just break it in. There we go. A chunk there, and over in this side, we're gonna follow through. We're gonna go all the way again. Same thing, chunk out. But over on this side, we're going to go. We're going to take a different chunk out there so it's dynamic and a little bit more, and maybe even just because I can. Take another V. Because again, this character's seen some action. There's been some rough and tumble. He's an experienced boxer. Experienced beatboxer. Yes. These are the eyes I am enjoying the most, so we're also gonna eat down. It's all on one layer. Let us bring them back. Yeah, that looks like it was just a layer I made. So then, we're gonna get you out of the way for now. We're gonna take out these eyes. Not gonna destroy them, just gonna cut, paste. They'll be on that own layer. Bring these ones back in. Copy. Nope. How am I doing this wrong? Because I keep forgetting that I need to select it. That's right. Copy. Paste. That's why. Wasn't selecting anything. Alright, then back to this. Actually, that looks pretty darn good, even with that current mouth style. I'm gonna shrink these just a little bit more. You don't need to turn them. We're gonna pull them apart a bit more. Alright, so let us. Don't hit the S, I want to hit that. No, don't snap. There. The new eyes all pretty well work with what I'm trying to aim for. And I am liking the eye design, so I might just end up trying to keep those throughout everything, really. Wherever that is. There it is. Yeah, that is a layer. I have no clue what's going on, so we're just going to get rid of it. Softens them up a little bit, but keeps them sharp. I like where the arms are rendered because I like them up higher, closer to the eyes. Because I don't really give these characters ears. So I don't know how they listen to anything. I don't know how they listen to me. Maybe they just don't. Well, looking at more reference. I like how those. I like how the fists come together for this one. Looks really nice. This is one stance for this character, and I definitely rendered out more of his shoes. Got a nice, shape for his upper body. I like the foliage quite a bit more. Definitely need to work on it quite a bit more, though. Think 3 is the max I'm going to put across his head. Now I have the face and everything because the dynamic of this whole shape. Nope, not trying this. Trying to do something else with them all together. So that's the original eyes. These are other sketches. Don't need that. That's the original eyes, which we'll put up there. Because those could be used for something else. I'm just gonna get rid of that one because I don't need. That's another render of that. That's the original eyes again. And we will delete that one because it's no longer needed for reference. I'm not liking any of those eyes, so delete them. Just cleaning up just a tad bit. That's the base shapes. Okay, so this is all one group. We're gonna make that so I can easily. And then this last one. Yeah, that sketch was rather just straightforward. We're gonna still put in a group and. that's one where it's looking more carrot shaped. This is the first one compared to the original. How much does that look like? See, that unfortunately is looking like a different root vegetable. More carrot-like. But it does have all that forward momentum that I'm looking for in this particular shot, which is good. Do I really need all of it forward? Because let's look at the other one. Again, though, if I look at this, it's still looking more like a carrot instead of a beet. Beatboxer, why do you do this to me? Yes, it's a pun. It's a play on words. A lot of these are, in some way, or at least, you know, rendering of a particular character. But my goodness, where are we going? We are making too many carrots. Too many carrots, not enough beets. I guess if I'm gonna make a beet, I need to pull back and get more of a short and stubby kind of look. I think that's where I'm losing this, because I'm making it too tall, making it too long like a carrot would be. Even with the foliage and the design it still feels like it's carrot-esque. So I really need more of a compact body, more of like a dwarf, like from D&D. They're short in stature but really wide. He's got a lot of standing power. So I need to make him wider. I think that's where I need to do this. And wider, probably thicker arms and thin legs. Make it look like those legs can barely hold him. See, we're getting ideas. We're fleshing out all these other ideas, and as I could see, I'm clearly making this too much carrot. Too much carrot, not enough beet. Alright, let's try to do one more sketch and call it a day. We're going to see if we can get this done in the first go. Alright, so if I want more circular shaped, let us start with a nice circle. So we're going to use this, and we're going to really play up that dynamic shape, that sphere. Because then, actually, let's make sure we render that pretty, because I just wanted to reference. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna change that back to you. Oof. Eraser mode. Eraser. And get rid of that. So again, we're playing up more of that shape of legs are going to be less focus, less shapely. If that's the case, then I also how did I render those eyes before? Okay. Because I do like these eyes, the eyes I designed. Get the shape of that head going. There. And And the bottom half of that, again, very sharp. There we are. More of a dynamic. And then possibly even this. Here we are. Maybe I just keep the mouth shut. Unless I do more of an aggressive. Maybe? See how I get the teeth in there. Now if I do that, I'm definitely hiding more. Maybe this is what I'm looking for? But again, these legs gotta be really small. I mean, these are practically really gonna keep this whole dynamic. Nope. Do not call me. Trying to get some dynamic shape going on with this. Kind of a chin. Now again, I can still render some of them abs. Right? Look at that. Now he looks buff. As intended. He should look like he could take out any fruit. Now this is me trying to exaggerate quite a bit more, which is great because in the end this is very cartoon style, so we want to let everyone know that it's not real. I do not do the hyper-realism. We do the exaggeratedisms. Exaggeratedisms. Ziz. if I can make that lower lip just a little bit bigger. Maybe even... I'm really going for this. All right. By doing that, it definitely allows me to hide quite a bit more. And remember to keep it somewhat smooth. Yep, and then we got that one. Last but not least, the third. And then... trying to give this the best reference to its shape. And again, bring it on back. The angle of which this one shoes like that. Probably tucks underneath this one a bit. There we go. So then let's erase what we can't see, which I believe we can't see the upper part. So that is... Is that right? Am I rendering that right? I don't think I did. I believe that is the proper way. There. Now this is looking more like Sylvester Stallone to me. So... getting this last. And again, we got one more little chisel. Look at that. Gotta make really small socks. For the very small shoed man. Yes, we are making particularly small feet. Because again, the bigger idea is that this is a root vegetable. Yes, yes. We also need... If we do that... Alright, shoelaces. Again, these are just rough sketches. We will definitely have finished renders next time. There we are. Oh, lovely. Again, we will show the dynamic shape of this. Curve, then down, curve, down. Let's get them closer together now. There we go. Get some of the shorts. This is looking like a Sylvester Stallone lookalike from Rocky. I'll put in that other fist. Okay, gotta get that forearm. There. There's the Sylvester Stallone. That's the Stallone boxer. The Rocky. Oh wait. I'm putting down the beat sound, but it's beat. Boxer. Rocky Balboa. Alright, there's some sketches. Reusing a lot of this. Friday, again, with Kayla having a leave of absence for a period of time while she's taking care of her father. I'll be trying to figure out a few more things for myself to do. To stream for everyone, and if she has free time, she might join. If not, then she's focusing on her positioning her father to be set up for well, if she wants to talk about it, she'll talk about it, but it's a very serious thing that she has to focus on. Quite a bit of her energy, quite a bit of her free time is gone to helping out her dad right now. So, if anything, send her some kind words, some words of encouragement out there. Don't leave her hanging. She loves you people too. She would always love to hear from you. So again, that's Kayla Wilt, Shifty Cat. Look her up. She's also linked through my YouTube as someone else, someone of a highlight I put on there, and then she's also connected through the Facebook. So again, show her some love. Say, you got this. You can do this. You can pull through. All right. Well, we'll just transition. So we made some Beatboxer today. Made quite a few different versions, and I think the last one I got very close to what I'm aiming for. Looked a lot less like a freaking carrot by the time we were finishing up, which is really great because that's really what we need to steer away from. We don't need the carrot root vegetable because that's going to be a different character for me to render some other time. Because I still have what I have, this is being the first vegetable. I still have about 6 others, all of which I have written down on a note somewhere. Now I'm trying to remember where I put that sheet. It's not like I won't come up with them again, but again, we're start off with Beatboxer from an old drawing I did That was actually over a year ago when I made that original beatboxer one. So this is quite a long period of time to wait to start bringing up these other characters. But again, just a little character design, a little bit of playing around, and always I like to share this stuff. So always join, say something, say hi, just whatever. It doesn't have to be spectacular. But again, thank you for joining. We'll keep this and we'll wrap this up today. So again, Friday, 6 p.m. and then Saturday, 12:30 p.m. You can catch me and maybe Kayla if she wants to take a breather from all the seriousness. But either way, show her some love. Show some Shifty Cat some love out there. And as always, thank you for joining. This is the BoogieMan dancing on out of here. I'll catch you critters later.